Ciao everyone, I'm Rossella Rago and welcome back to Cooking with Nonna. Today I'm cooking with my very favorite Nonna of them all, my own Nonna Romana. Say hello to everybody.
Hello everybody. Today I gotta make egg taralli.
She was so excited about bringing you this episode. I know everybody loved the plain taralli video that we did, and I knew that we just had to do the egg taralli video for everybody because the egg taralli are basically the same taralli, but they do have eggs in them instead of the plain ones, and they have a very special sugar icing on the outside that is a little bit tricky to do, but I have the professional here in-house to show you how to do it.
Thank you. I learned taralli when I have 12 years old. So nobody in Brooklyn, they do egg taralli like the way I do, you know?
Nobody?
I do very good. Yeah, nobody.
Well, after about...
Everybody told me that that's my taralli, and they say, oh, you do very good.
Well, you know, she is the best in Brooklyn. I'm not just saying that because she's my Nonna. But to be fair, she's had about like 60, 70 years of practice. So if you watch this video in 60, 70 years, you will be as good as Nonna Romana. Not better, though. Nobody's going to be better than Nonna Romana. But you will be as good, I promise. So we're going to start our taralli con le uova with some very basic ingredients. Of course, we have some eggs. We have some baking powder. We have some white wine, some olive oil, and of course, some flour. Now, for the exact recipe and a full list of ingredients, just head over to cookingwithnonna.com. There is a link in the box below, and you can start your taralli making. And we're going to get going here. What are we going to do first, Nonna?
First, eggs.
First, we got to put eggs. Okay.
Yeah.
Get these in our stand mixer with your dough hook attachment.
Efter baking powder.
And we got to get some baking powder.
Wine.
White wine.
E olio.
So now we're going to add our olive oil. So it's all the liquids first.
I got to mix now.
Yeah, now we got to mix.
Yeah.
And you want to put that on like a medium speed and let that mix up first. Okay, so now our wet ingredients and our baking powder have been mixing for about 5 minutes, and now we're ready to start adding our flour a little bit at a time. Okay, gonna give me the spoon.
Oh, this one?
Whichever one you want.
Okay, take this one.
Okay. You like this one?
Oh, yeah, this one.
Okay.
It's better. Okay. I got to put it around like that. Let me see.
Okay, slow.
Yeah.
So with the mixer on low, you start spooning in your flour.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, pura.
Okay.
Do like that, see? Last you know, okay.
And now we're going to let this go until the dough starts to form. So while this is going, I just want to tell you, if your dough looks like it is a little dry, you can add another drop of white wine to moisten it up. Right, Nonna?
Yeah.
Wine, no water.
No, wine.
You like wine?
Sure, I like wine. They come good. The wine, they do good to taralli.
Wine does good for everybody. Okay, so now our dough is ready to be pressed, and we're just going to get it out of here. You're going to be able to feel it, and it's not going to be too sticky anymore, and that's how you're going to know that it's done. It's going to make one ball of dough. We're just going to put it into a different bowl, and we're going to attach our pasta press attachment to the stand mixer. Now, if you don't have a pasta press and you have that little Imperia with the little crank, that's totally fine too. That was actually how Nonna used to do this, and that used to be my glorious, glamorous job, to crank the little Imperia machine. But we are going to attach that, and we're going to be right back. Okay, so now we have our dough, and we're ready to start pressing it. We have our pasta press set on number 1, and this is the widest measurement that they have. And we're just trying to smooth the dough out. So we're going to take a nice piece of dough, right, Nonna?
Yeah.
And we're going to pass it through the machine. Nonna says 20 times you got to do, right?
Yeah, 20 times.
20 times. And one second, what we're looking for here is for the dough to become velvety, and it's going to start actually crackling once it gets close to ready. So that's how you're going to know that your piece of dough is nice and ready for the next step. Okay? Okay. Here you go.
Okay. See? You go all down with that.
See how it's got holes? It's not going to have holes anymore when it's ready, and it's going to start crackling and be very, very smooth. Okay, so now that we've worked our dough out and it's nice and smooth and sexy, we can start rolling out our taralli shapes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So this starts with a nice little rope first. Okay, so you want to roll these out to about the thickness of your finger. Nonna always uses her fingers. She has nice, healthy fingers of a sweet Italian Nonna. But you want about a ½ inch in diameter. And when she's measuring the length, she's going to use the length of the Nonna knife. So it's good for measuring, cutting, everything. See?
So they come everything, you know, same size.
So they all come out the same size. Uniformity is very important to her.
Like that. See?
So you're just going to roll out the rings.
That's all.
And you're going to push them together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take these and transfer them to our wooden board. After these are all rolled out, this is going to follow the exact same process as the plain taralli. It's going to go rest, boil, and bake. You want to do some too?
I got to do. Okay.
Okay, you could do two. Here.
Yeah.
You don't trust me?
Yeah, I trust you. I don't trust you. I not lost time. I teach you, you know?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Because I trust you.
So these sugared taralli, or Nonna likes to call them the taralli with eggs in them, but I like to call them the iced taralli, the sugar taralli, because they have the sugar on the outside, were originally made in Puglia for Easter, right? They usually make these for Easter.
Yeah.
They make them for Easter and for weddings.
Why for wedding, they make cookies. And this time, they put cookies in the plate, you know. And they put 2 taralli eggs because they take, you know, they look nice. They fill the plate.
Since these were nice and big.
Yeah. Everybody, when they marry, they make this taralli. They call taralli con le uova.
Yeah,
eggs taralli in English. That's all.
So for weddings, they used to add these, since they were very big, to a cookie tray to make it look fuller than it actually was around Nonna's times. You make a taralli con le uova for your wedding?
Yeah, sure.
You made them, or you had to make them yourself?
No, my mother, they call somebody, the woman, they make cookies for all the wedding, you know?
Yeah, there was a cookie lady in Mola di Bari.
Yeah, cookie lady.
But taralli con le uova, my Nonna is actually very famous in Brooklyn for them. Yeah. And I think they're like her biggest Nonna currency. And by Nonna currency, I mean that whenever her friends invite her over, she always makes them this. And I think that they invite her over just so they can get some of her taralli. Your friends, they all ask you to come to their house because they want you to make them the taralli con le uova.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah. It's very good.
Okay, so now that we have all of our taralli rolled out and shaped, we're going to transfer them onto our wooden board where they're going to rest. And we're going to rest them for about 15 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to turn our water on and get it nice and boiling. So we're going to let our taralli take a little nap, and when we come back, we're going to show you how to boil and then bake them. Okay, so now our taralli have been resting for about 15 minutes, and we have some boiling water, and we're going to drop them in the boiling water.
Yeah.
And Nonna, you have to let them raise.
I put 6 anytime.
Okay.
How many have?
We have 8, so I'm going to put 6 to make you happy.
Yeah, okay.
And when they float to the top, they're ready to come out.
Yeah, take the spoon.
So I just put them all in.
You stick one for one. Yeah.
And we're going to just stir them up. And they're going to start to rise to the top now.
Yeah.
And for that, to lift them out, I'm going to use one of these.
Yeah, you will use that.
So it's very important that they rise, that you let them rest for a little bit. So
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because they raise, you know. Some baking powder pure, they need to raise a little bit.
So it's very important that you do let them rest. Don't skip that step because Nonna says that if you don't, they won't float to the top as easily and the overall taste and texture just won't be good. So these have already started to rise to the top. We're going to add a towel here just to dry our taralli as they come out of the water. Okay. And I'm just going to let these cool for a minute or two before we make the cut on the outside. Okay, so now that we have our taralli all nice and cooled and dried, we're going to start by making the cut on the outside. So I'm going to hand a knife to Nonna. And she said that you have to have them, of course, the right side up and use the little groove from pushing it together as your guide. And you want to make a little cut a quarter way around and turn. Just like that. Not too deep. Okay, so now that we've made our cuts on all of our taralli, we're ready to transfer them to a baking sheet and put them in the oven. These are going to go into a 475-degree oven for the first 7 minutes of baking. After that, we're going to drop the temperature down to 420 degrees for the next 30 minutes. And we're using this beautiful aluminum pan today because Nonna didn't want to bring the real thing that she uses to bake these.
For me, you know what I do? I find one, so I have all the refrigerator. And I take the shell from the refrigerator and I pour in the top the shell at the oven. And I pour it in the last shell in the top. And they come beautiful. The rays, they come beautiful. So for this one, not too good. Try do the way I do, and they come beautiful.
Try to find an old refrigerator. She doesn't mean that. She uses these for everything. Don't listen to her. The old refrigerator rack is just a secret Nonna tool that she never throws anything away. It pains her. So she did have to repurpose an old metal refrigerator rack. But second best thing are these trays. You love these trays. You bake all the cookies on these trays.
Yeah, for the cookies, I use this. I love it.
But the taralli are going to be fine on these anyway. We'll show you.
Yeah, for taralli, just for taralli. I use the shell. This shell, it's very nice, clean, stainless steel. I clean anytime. You know, I keep good because I can't find that one like that.
But these are going to be great. So once again, 475 for the first 7 minutes, 420 for the next 30 minutes after that. And when we come back, these are going to be baked, cooled down, and we're going to show you how to do the very special sugar icing on the outside. Our taralli are out of the oven, and they are perfect. They baked up nice and puffy and beautiful because these also have eggs and the baking powder that the other taralli, the plain taralli, do not have. And as you can see, the ridge made such a beautiful design on here. And these are ready for the sugar glaze.
Yeah.
And Nonna is the queen of the sugar glaze. Her sugar taralli game is strong, everybody. You are learning from the master right now. And it's a very simple sugar glaze. We got some sugar.
Yeah. You pour it here.
And some water. And I'm going to light some fire.
Yeah.
And you don't want the flame too high, right?
No, no. Yeah, like that. Okay.
Okay. So on a medium flame, people, you're going to start stirring the sugar. Stirring the sugar. So Nonna knows how to get this sugar glaze so perfect that it's all over the tarallo, but it's not too heavy all over it. I've seen some taralli that are just like dipped in the sugar glaze, and it's not supposed to be like that at all. It's supposed to be like someone just drizzled it all over the tarallo in like a 360, and it's very, very light. When you bite into it, it doesn't taste too sugary, and it doesn't taste too dry or too much like just plain taralli. And the trick is, she says, to stir this until the bubbles form. And once the bubbles don't go away.
When you turn, and the bubble, they don't go away, it's ready.
It's ready.
Yeah.
And this technique, she learned it from her sister-in-law.
Yeah, my sister-in-law. She very, you know, she knows. Anytime, she never make mistake for make sciroppo, you know. And when it's time, all of the friends she have, they make eggs taralli. But nobody they don't make sciroppo. And they call her. But she have a good heart. She go for everybody. She love her. After she told me, Romana, oh my God, this arm, I can't move no more because I make a lot of sciroppo.
So the taralli is the easy part. The sugar is a little bit more difficult, but my great Aunt Maria was the sugar glaze master in Mola di Bari. She was going from house to house, glazing everybody's taralli up, and Nonna was lucky enough to take that secret away from her, like to get that secret.
I told her the secret.
I know, you told the secret.
Yeah.
So the trick is, keep stirring. Do not stop stirring. Stir like your life depends on it. So you guys see how she's turning it and the foam goes away as she turns it. When the sugar's ready, you're going to turn it and the foam is going to still be there. So you're going to boil it until that happens. There's no exact time on it.
Yeah. See? They got to stay. They got to cook more.
Okay, so as you can see, she's stirring. The bubbles don't go anywhere. They're still here. And that means the sugar is ready, right, Nonna?
Yeah.
It's ready?
Yeah,
you sure?
The boil, they don't go away, see? They're still all boiled. Yeah, see?
Okay.
Okay, the sugar later.
Okay, so now she's going to take that pan right over here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn off the fire. And now you need a big metal bowl. And Nonna is going to put a little bit of the sugar inside here.
Yeah, a little bit.
And we're going to add 4 taralli. She adds a few taralli at a time. And she's going to start stirring the taralli in the sugar. And I remember when I was younger, when I was in college, I lived with Nonna, and she would make these taralli almost every day. My Aunt Rosa would come over and help her because she says that these taralli are a 2-person job. And I remember she would make them at night mostly, or she would make them in the day with Rosa and then glaze them at night, because she would always have a wooden board on the table, and she would always stack a huge pile of these sugar taralli on a wooden board because she likes to dry them overnight.
See, they look good. You see, they start dry. See?
So you see how they're like perfectly coated in the sugar. This sugar will dry a nice, beautiful, bright white, and it'll look like just a fairy.
You come see, Vero.
They can see none. It's gonna look like a fairy.
No, because
just drizzled the sugar all over
them. It's not
them.
easy to do that.
I know it's not easy.
No easy.
So
see?
as soon as you glaze them, drop them on the wooden board. And we're gonna add the rest of the sugar.
Okay. Put it here.
And the rest of the taralli. Now you want to do this kind of quickly. So as you can see, she only spent about 30, 40 seconds on these 4 taralli. So
see, they come good, see?
They came out perfect. Now with the wooden spoon, try and pick up the sugar from the bottom and drizzle it.
Yeah. You need wood spoon. You have to wait, you scratch the tiglia, not good, you know?
No good. Wooden spoon, weapon of choice.
Okay. And you're not supposed to turn too much. You have to wait the sugar, they don't come, you know, shine, you know? When you turn too much, not good, okay?
Gorgeous. Okay, so this is the super secret sugar glaze recipe unveiled. Now you guys know it. What are you doing over here?
No, this you gotta pour this over there. That's all.
Because this can be remelted, she thinks. So this can be used to finish more taralli.
They look good, eh?
Yeah, they get. What do you want them to answer you? Yeah, they look great. They like them. They like them. Don't worry.
When you turn more, the sugar they don't come good. They come a little boil, you know, little pizza. Come si dice?
If you don't turn it good, it comes out like a chicharito, like little hard
See,
particles.
The first one, because I don't turn too much, this come better for this one. You see? This they have more this one. And this one, because same sugar, same, you know, I cook the same thing. So
she sees a difference. I don't think anyone else can.
When you have one turn more, you know, sometimes they don't come too good. See?
So you also have to get the right amount of turning. But I think these all came out perfect. I know they're not exactly dry yet, but I'm going to just steal one like I used to do before she would wake up. Okay, you want a small piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
These are good. They're still warm from the sugar. They're perfect.
Yeah, they come very good.
So if you want to take these to somebody's house, like Nonna's going to do tomorrow morning, you're going to take these to your friend Franca's house?
Yeah.
Franca, she likes these, right?
Yeah, she's kids they like too much.
Yeah. Everybody likes these. Nonna takes these to all her doctors and everybody. They're the perfect thing to bring to somebody's house. So you're going to wait for them to dry 2 to 3 hours, preferably overnight. And then they're ready. And then you wow everybody with them. So thank you for teaching everybody the secret sugar glaze. Everybody's going to love you after this.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. Everybody loves me.
Thank you for being my Nonna today.
Thank you.
Ciao. Say ciao, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody. And good luck for everybody.